Gentlemen, this week's not over yet, so don't get comfortable. We've had a good week so far, so let's make sure we finish the same way. Consistency is the key to winning in this league, so keep up the good work.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Now we're cooking. It's the coach. This is the 2019 season.
Ready.
Right there. 54 miles. Watch the curve.
They go play action here on first down. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On the ground, it's Cook, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 21 carries, 78 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 30 base.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Osweiler. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 16.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The last 2 plays, each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. You got 3 down.
Now Osweiler on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Osweiler. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now. They head back onto the field. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field.
Ready.
54. Mike 54.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Ready.
Osweiler now off the bootleg. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Osweiler. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. There, we'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch.
Let's go. 60 or.
Tight end right. Tight end right. Hey.
Now.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On the ready.
53. Check 53. Say we got man. Watch the air.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. And this one to Treadwell, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Osweiler. He completes it to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Moving.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That's what I think in any game.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Osweiler, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing again, Osweiler. He completes it to Treadwell.
Ready? 15 line. 15 line.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Ready?
They start the drive with Cook. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy?
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Osweiler will throw again. It's caught by Treadwell. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, Osweiler. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 33. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. And Diggs has it. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Here's Osweiler to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Bandit.
Ready?
On first down, Osweiler. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Bro, I stepped on the line, but that's an interception. Give me that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Ready?
To throw again is Osweiler. And his pass incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back the intended target. And it's 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they...
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Ryan Kerrigan. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did.
Shady! Throwing some shade. It's the coach. This is Madden football.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now Charles. Interception.
53. 53 is the mic. Coming to you, coming to you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. This for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. LeSean McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's McCoy. He'll get 3 up to midfield. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 16 carries, 75 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
6-0 our score after 1.
Check 53 is mine. Cut. Sponge.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Redskins on 3rd down, putting an extra man here in the secondary.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Here we go.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run it with McCoy. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Check 53. He's tired of you. He's tired of us.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And our focus now moves to Adrian. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 2, Allen. And the grab by Croft. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. The former Sooner, Cody Ford, second-round pick back in April, guilty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays. Allen going to leave it on the draw for McCoy. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen looking downfield for Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense takes over.
Can I get a count of how many defensive stops I got just for them to get no points for a field goal? Score!
They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Ryan Kerrigan in on the tackle. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He has just been...
They didn't even score a touchdown. They didn't even score a touchdown. I get a pick on the 20 and they don't even score.
51.
So don't say nothing.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53.
They'll go again to McCoy.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Allen to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up. Off right around the 43.
Defense.
Of course, they had the...
Oh my God, they still didn't score. Score a touchdown. Please.
50 loves the mic.
And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just above 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Caught by Jones. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. 4th quarter, every drive so critical. You figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Allen's throw caught by Jones. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing now is Allen, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Jalen Strong, his first...
Check 53's Mike.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Xavier Williams. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Allen hands off to McCoy. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To the air. Allen under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Off the edge.
I hate this team so much. Why can they not score or hold the ball?
Back to throw. He finds McCoy. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw is Allen. He's got the completion to Strong. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They'll look to throw. Huge 1st down, gotta hurry.
Yeah, now they have to get up there, get set, and then spike it. Now they're just trying to do anything possible to try and get the ball downfield and get into field goal range.
And with that clock dwindling, they felt the need to take a pretty big shot there. Unfortunately, couldn't complete it. Open man is Kroon, the tight end. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. It's caught. Smith. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Thank you. Thanks to Buffalo Bills for being
So
dumb.
very interesting
Thanks,
final chapter to this
win the
proverbial
game.
book here in
Offense
this one,
sucks. We had the
because
ball
they
like
were
10
in
times
field
and
goal
only
range,
4 field
could
goals.
have won it with a field goal, elect to go for the touchdown. I still don't know what they were doing.
As great as this game was and as dramatic an ending as
Also
we
got 2
had,
touchdowns in the
the
game, so
post-game
that's
press
great.
conference is going to be key because they're going to be asking Coach, why not a field goal attempt there? You got an opportunity to win it right there with your guy, and instead you run another play.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Darnold on 1st down. This one caught by Crowder. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. On 1st down, it's Darnold. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Here's Darnold. He's going to float this one deep right side. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Let's go, D.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. On the catch, it's Crowder. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. It was DeShazer Everett that time who got a hand in to break it up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take it. On 1st down, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was the leading receiver for the Jets a season ago. Robbie Anderson, 50 catches, over 750 yards, and getting more and more comfortable with Sam Darnold. Now a year plus under their belts collectively. You'd figure that those numbers for Anderson might be trending further north. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
21 yards. Well done on the return. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A 1st down throw, Darnold, and nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Darnold now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. A reminder that coming up later tonight, a good one on Sunday Night Football. We'll see what could have been a playoff matchup.
Watch the pass. Single receiver. Hey, you're on the
Now Darnold. Looking sideline, incomplete. Quincy Enunwa with the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. To throw is Darnold, and that is incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I'm coming after you.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Darnold. Herndon's got it complete.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That's complete. It's Bell. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 7. That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And the Washington offense will be back down. Here's Darnold. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but they go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Now this throw caught left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. The throw by Darnold, hauled in by the tight end Herndon. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Darnold to throw again. Dumps off to Powell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing again is Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. Back to throw Darnold. And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To the air again, Darnold. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Enunwa again the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson.
Here we go, son. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come.
Darnold on 1st down. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 66 yards to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. One last throw now for Darnold. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Well, no doubt an electrifying finish to have it down inside the 10-yard line. That final shot, though, they couldn't get it in the end zone, and that's all she wrote.
And they had the final shot. The last snap taken that close to the end zone. They don't get it in, so they'll regret that. But flip it over, making a stand in that portion of the field, congratulations to them.
So for Washington, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they're going the wrong way as this will drop them to 3-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we'll see a man who's been in charge for more than a decade. Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions as they take on a man miraculous.
Let's go, dude. Let's go. Check.
Check 15.
A look at Kerryon Johnson, second-year man out of Auburn. In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago. So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take. On 1st and 10, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford with a give. This is Riddick. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
You already know the preview. You already know those two cornerbacks in the league. The free pick.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a fumble. And the Redskins scoop it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Not gonna lie, I don't care what they do.
He
I'm
made
taking
the
credit
catch,
for that.
then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it.
I no longer take credit for that.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Pass from Stafford, caught by Amendola. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. On first down, Stafford here. And Anderson's got it. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Stafford, and this is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson.
Check, 154, 154. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. Hey, watch this.
Stafford on first down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away at second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They go back to Riddick. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Johnson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Set, 280. I got you. Watch that in. Watch that in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Stafford. Jones has it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for Redskins touchdown.
No, that's the first pick 6 of the game, man. First pick 6 of the game.
Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers. And they
Ready? You got a 20! I got you, son! I got you, son!
Stafford here, coming off his pick 6. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 36 yards on the play. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. On second down and 4, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And that takes us from second to third down. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stafford. He's got Kearse. Touchdown, Detroit. Jermaine Kearse. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back. After the interception, here's Stafford. He completes it to Jones. 23 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hockenson with 2 touchdowns. On first down at Stafford. Out to the flat for Reddick. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I'm taking that position.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow.
Let's go. Set. 250.
Stafford now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, let's go set.
Now it's Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They'll look to throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. 30. Past the 20. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point.
Lady. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Look at him.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I'm going to get you all day.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't...
Set! Blue 60!
First throw in overtime for Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And now it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it with Johnson. And an alley to run. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Stafford to Riddick on the draw. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Here's Sam Martin now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. Taken in at the 22. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to over.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, a great sight to see. Alex Smith back at the helm, leading the Washington Redskins as they match up with former MVP Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a moment ago, the lights, the cameras, the action, all the pyrotechnics, everything was ablaze, everything.
Set, ready? I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hey, alert 3.
On first down, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. The numbers for McCaffrey last week: 14 carries, 54 yards.
When I watch them operate, I see a unit that's playing with extreme confidence. Offensive line, tight ends, wide receivers. You see a group that wants their number 8 rusher in the league end up being in the top 5 before it's over.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
The tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
Throwing on third down, Newton. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. On third down, Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Oh, now Olsen slow to get up here. Still on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Protect yourself, Bates.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Out of the gun, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
48-yard punt, 7.
Here you go. Katie.
On first and 10, Newton. Montez Sweat in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. And oh, that is going to be a safety. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout?
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. A final shot before break. Newton looking here for Smith downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So we reach halftime. And okay, so...
54 Mike. Right here. Check 43.
Starting the 2nd half with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. So after the loss of 2, here's 2nd and 12 from the 23. To throw is Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Redskins scoop it. And he gets it back into the end zone.
Recovery, pick up touchdown. 2nd touchdown on the season.
The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Yeah, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Now Newton on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Newton now to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Set. Look at him. Mike 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Clear.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play.
I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Newton now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Now a draw play to McCaffrey, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. It's a foot race. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6.
Yeah, I thought I was good, huh? I knew what I was doing. I let him flash press the line so I could get a free pick. Let's go. They had 98 yards, pick 6. Come on,
he had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
What is it? 780? Mike's 5-4. Ricky.
Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Newton. It's caught. Smith. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. On 1st down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Newton on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
Oh, man. These big interceptions are so easy to do, especially on low overall teams, because they don't see the alert coming.
The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, Offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Redskins, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.
Fellas, it's put up or shut up time. I know you've seen the press. Their offense has been talking smack about us all week. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to settle the score. Let's focus on the game plan and get ready for Sunday.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Say hi. Let's go now. 70, Indy. Shoot. Here we go. 10 Lobo. Leaf River, Leaf River.